Okay, as we progress here, we are going to be doing triangles, and eventually we'll take these triangles and put them back in the coordinate plane to find the values. But this is kind of referred to as right triangle trig. This is the angle that's probably the most predominant angle here that we will be working with from a right triangle. But your sides of this right triangle right here, we can refer to it as A, B, and C, with C being the hypotenuse, and this is the Pythagorean theorem. It's kind of important that you know it to be able to find the three sides of the triangle. And then the triangle, those sides are related to the trig functions. And there are various things that will help you remember how to find the trig functions. Right here is the angle. And these are the 6 trig functions. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. These are sort of like the 3 main trig functions, and they each have reciprocals. So if you know how the reciprocals go and you know this side, then this side's pretty easy to deal with. Cosecant is sine's reciprocal, so it's hypotenuse over opposite. Secant is cosine's reciprocal, which is hypotenuse over adjacent. Cotangent and tangent are reciprocals, so this is adjacent over opposite. There are several little mnemonic devices that can help you remember this. The old-fashioned way that I learned was Oscar had a heap of acorns. Nowadays, I see this more as SOH, S-O-H, C-A-H, TOA, T-O-A. Sine, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent opposite over adjacent. One class taught me many years ago that you could remember this by some old hag caught a hippie tripping on acid. Some old hag caught a hippie tripping on acid. Now, you should be able to remember that one. I've given you this over here again in relationship to the ABCs of the triangle, and also a few other little theorems that you will be using, reciprocal theorems. Tangent is also sine over cosine. Cotangent is also cosine over sine. So you've got several different things and different ways to remember things here. Now let's look at this first problem. Okay, you're given a triangle up here. Get the triangle first. Find the values of all of your trig functions, and you're using what's here and what was on up for the information that you have here. First thing you want to do, though, is to solve this complete triangle. Your A is 4, your B is 3. You need to find C. You need to know what the hypotenuse is here. So that's the first thing. You're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. Plug in. C squared is equal to 4 squared plus 3 squared. 16 plus 9 is 25. If C squared is 25, C is 5. You don't have to worry about the plus and the minus because there's no such thing as a negative side to a triangle. So now you've got all the values for A, B, and C, and you're ready to look for your 6 trig function values. Okay, remember these, and that's what we're going to do in finding them. Okay, those are your sides. These are the functions. These are the reciprocal functions, and I've also written in the formulas over here. Sine was B over C, or its opposite over hypotenuse. That was 3 over 5. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, A over C, 4 over 5. Tangent, opposite over adjacent, B over A. Once I find these, I just come in and do the reciprocals. The reciprocal of sine is cosecant. The reciprocal of 3/5 is 5/3. Cosine's reciprocal is secant, so when you flip that fraction, you get 5/4. Tangent's reciprocal is cotangent, and when you flip that, you get 4/3. This is very important that you understand how to get these 6 trig functions from any triangle, one of the most important sections for trig.